too weak for this fight.
Didn't think I could get any stronger.
Your mother abandoned you. This shall be of great help.
Coolest hero persona?
All will be judged. Fires of hell burn bright. Your power is unnatural.
Luckily, I'm a glutton for punishment. We've got company!
These creatures are barely worth our time.
Then you should have no trouble dispatching them, and quickly.
Feel my call.
Your suffering begins.
It's nice not being on the receiving end of your wrath. The light will heal you.
I have been powered.
may be reaching the end of their onslaught, but don't relax just yet.
I was just starting to enjoy myself. Vengeance has come!
I can only imagine what sins they were guilty of to deserve that. Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Oh, the light's gift! The advantage is mine.
None can escape it.
I'm just surprised Lilith didn't want you on her team.
None will escape.
Not bad.
It looks as if you've weathered the storm. For now.
You survived. Ain't that something? I'll be in touch.
What? The guy really knows how to make an exit.
Hey, Hunter, when you get a chance, could you meet me at the chapel?
How old is this game? Everybody looks like a block.
Oh, this was a huge hit when I was a kid.
So you mean like last week?
Ha ha. Seriously, playing this game was invaluable training for becoming a real-life hero.
Except there's no Spider-Man in it.
And there's no Wolverine either. This was made when we were both free agents. But don't worry, we'll be video game stars one day.
Captain America can't jump that high in real life.
You okay? Doesn't sound like you're having any fun.
This game is ridiculous. I mean, they don't even have Thor in it.
Sounds like I missed an interesting encounter with Johnny Blaze.
I'm so happy Robbie got to work alongside one of his idols.
Trust me, Magic. Tomorrow is gonna be epic. Are you just gonna stand there, or are you gonna take a seat?
Intriguing.
I just hope Caretaker doesn't stop us.
No one can stop us. I just need to get Hunter on board. Yep, careful there.
Well met. There you are, Hunter. Nico has something she'd like to discuss with you. There you are, Hunter.
You wanted to see me?
You won't believe this, but we did it.
Did what?
Remember that first account of Lilith corruption I found in the Book of Thoth?
My recollection is a bit hazy. Remind me again?
Really, Hunter? Do you listen to anything I say? Ugh, fine. It was the story about the ancient Egyptian pharaoh with the dark madness who could only be cured by the traveling lightworker.
Oh, you mean the lightworker who died purifying him? Yes, I recall now.
See, you do listen sometimes. Well, Magic and I finally transcribed the incantation the lightworker used. And I'm pretty sure we can use it to finally remove your psycho mom's corruption over Wanda.
I have to say, I am impressed.
You mean that?
Yes, I do.
Thanks, Hunter. That means a lot coming from you. But before you heap on the praise, there's something I should tell you. Full disclosure, the reason the Lightworker died was because he had to take on all that dark energy into his body, and he just couldn't handle it. I tried finding a workaround, but all the texts on Chaos Magic said the same thing. Corruption can't be destroyed. It has to go somewhere or to, like, somebody. So whoever removes it from Wanda will also have to absorb it.
I will absorb it.
You will? You're not, like, scared you're gonna, like, fall to her darkness?
Lilith's darkness cannot corrupt me.
Right, because you are just so good and pure that you could never ever fall.
Correct?
Well, at least you're on board.
When is this happening?
As soon as we break back into Banner's lab. Oh, and just one more thing, so listen up because it's kinda crucial. I'm gonna need you to memorize the incantation and recite it verbatim when you see Wanda in his lab. It's the only way to subdue her. It goes... Ego sum tenebris et venunt in domum suam iubet dominus. Ego sum tenebris domum domini precepta ior. Think you can remember that, Hunter?
I can handle anything.
I knew I resurrected you for a reason. You need to memorize those lines as if your own life depends on it. Because it just might. Remember to study your lines, Hunter, because you do not want to screw this up. This isn't the first team I led. The Runaways were. We were a family. That's how I saw it. And that's how I see the Midnight Suns.
Hunter, I've got a theory. Wanna hear it? My theory is that it's underappreciated work to be an awesome badass loner. I mean, did you see what happened when Blaze read the parchment aloud? That was an act of mad genius.
He definitely destroyed a lot of Solus. I can give him that.
Oh my god, really? The man unleashes the apocalypse on the forces of evil, and the most you can give him is an attaboy. Tough crowd.
After all that, we still do not have the parchment. Without it, we cannot destroy it.
Here's the thing. He's got no one to rely on. It's just him out there, facing this stuff all alone. He's not gonna give us something like the parchment easily. I think we all need to cut him some slack.
Do not give him the courtesy of an excuse, Robbie. Blaze's behavior is endangering everyone. Not just us, but everyone you love.
I'm just trying to understand where he's coming from. Once we understand him, we can figure out how to handle him.
I once had the same thought about my mother. As you can see, I never figured out how to handle her, nor did anyone else.
Seeing Blaze in action really solidified some things for me, Hunter.
And what is that?
I still got a long way to go if I ever want to make my mark as a spirit of vengeance.
Then you have work to do.
Yeah, I do. It's just hard to gain that kind of confidence when I'm always left on the sidelines. Anyways, I had to tune up the ride. She really took a beating out in the desert. Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
Banner thinks he's so clever with this demonic barrier, but I promise you, I'm gonna have the last laugh.
This isn't about one-upmanship, Tony. Just let me focus, and I can get Hunter through the barrier.
What's the holdup?
Besides your incessant grumbling about Banner in my ear, I haven't yet found a way to properly shield the Hunter to pass through the barrier.
Yeah, sure. While you're working on your magic fairy dust, I'll figure out how we get the parchment back here. It's too dangerous to be left out there in the wild.
It's not fairy dust. That's all wrong for this job. And if this sanctum was still around, that would have been the perfect place to store the parchment.
Well, it's gone, and Banner's still out there taunting me. So let's hurry up and get some answers. While you were on your little fetch quest, Hunter, do you have a spare gamma accelerator? I'm serious. What kind of ancient hero are you if you don't have the latest experimental gamma technology in your back pocket?
Of course, but I put them in my gamma pants. Sorry.
You have gamma pants? Jealous?
Do you not have other things to be focusing on right now?
Well, no, actually. Among other things, I'm trying to figure out how to breach that nasty barrier of go away that Banner managed to throw up around the Hydra lab. Strange swears up and down that he'll be able to pierce the veil. If he can deliver, great. Otherwise, he should get out of the way, you know?
The rivalry between you and Strange is somewhat amusing, but the time for amusements is running out. You need to find a way to work together.
Are you kidding me? I love the Doc. Yeah, he's a little stiff, but we're like brothers. I even let him use my beard trimmers.
You still feel confident in your plan to destroy the parchment with the accelerator?
Well, I've been going over my father's files. He had big plans for this thing. Let's just say I don't think anything would withstand being on the wrong end of it at the wrong time.
You believe your father had ill intent for this device?
He had ill intent for everything. But this, in particular. I think he was trying to find a way to unlock the scientific essence of magic itself. So in a way, it's kind of poetic. I'm gonna use Dad's shady tech to stop Banner's shady treachery.
Forget about revenge, Tony. Think about the ways that technology could be used for good. I cannot allow my own vengeance to consume me.
Well, I see your point. I don't want to wallow in the muck, stay above it, etc., etc. Look, I'm not getting anything done. I'll tell you what, let's find this gamma accelerator, bring Banner back from the dark side, stop your mom, and then we can sit down and have a nice chat. I've got this awesome new juicer back at my place. We can do it there.
Juicer?
Oh, you'll love it. It would juice your shoes if you let it. In the meantime, back to work.
I have a few theories on who sent those soulless after us and Blaze. Perhaps someday when this is...
Motorcycles, hell rides, legions of soulless?
Bummed I missed out.
Do you think Johnny Blaze might let me drive the Hell Cycle? Seems like it might have more kick than a Kree starship. Space can be a little isolating.
At least we know it's with Johnny Blaze. Robbie's a good egg. Maybe he'll get Blaze to see the light. Blaze doesn't have a reputation for being a team player. Robbie's going to be the key to getting the parchment. I don't mind stretching my legs. It's the sitting...
The ley line emerged at an inauspicious time for our endeavors. But today the parchment of power remains safe, and that brings me some relief.
Hunter. We're a rare breed these days, in more ways than one.
Blaze has always been a bit of a showboat. Probably modeled some of the wrong ideas for Robbie. But I don't think Robbie will ever turn out like Blaze. At least I hope not. We don't need another Johnny Blaze. Johnny sure left an impression on Robbie. I ain't much of a conversation.
I remember the first time I worked with the Avengers. Hydra tried to kill us. Black Widow nicknamed me Kid. Thor called me... who? I still don't think he knows who I am. Oh, and we almost died horrible deaths, but we didn't, and we saved the world. It was magical.
Johnny Blaze always shows me a good time.
I thanked you for bringing me back with you, right? I know we're here because people are in danger, but I have to admit, I'm a little excited.
The fool Blaze risks us all with his reckless antics, blindly wielding the parchment of power like a child with their first wooden sword. Who knows what horrors he could have unleashed? We are fortunate he did not destroy us all.
Had you not forced his hand, perhaps he would not have used it, Mother.
Men like Blaze need little justification for their actions, don't they? Besides, it was not I who set the soulless upon you. It's bad enough you and your misguided heroes are hell-bent on keeping the parchment from me. If someone, something else were to get their hands on that wretched thing...
Wretched? You would speak ill of your precious Darkhold?
The Darkhold is many things. Precious is not one of them. The book has a will of its own. It enslaves and then destroys any soul foolish enough to try and tame it. No matter how strong they may think they are. Better to help me contain the damage, lest it consume us all.
That damned book already enslaved your soul centuries ago.
I do not hide from the choice I made. And I would gladly do it again 1,000 times over. One day I pray you will understand. The parchment of power will be found. The Darkhold will be made whole. He wills it so. Secret guardians, sorcerers, and tinkerers, your so-called family, will shatter before the coming storm. But you and I will stand tall, precious child, united before the eye of the midnight sun.
I would not count on that, Mother.
Hunter, the demonic barrier may not be as impenetrable as I once thought. Meet me in the forge when you can.
The Parchment of Power really put one heck of a Hellfire works show. I mean, Johnny used the parchment and whooped all kinds of soulless butt. That's a good thing, right? But he also read from the Darkhold, which is a bad thing. We Ghost Riders tempt fate all the time, though. And we're still kicking. I'm sure it'll work out fine.
The Parchment of Power's ability to conjure walls of fire is, as Stark would say, a feature, not a bug. Strange also said don't read the Parchment of Power. A lot of times. So many times that I listened.
Did you see that wall of flame? I bet they saw that in space. You can smell it.
Konnichiwa, friendo. Tony Stark used to be the ultra-rich jerk
Yes?
Blaze tempts fate all the time. Guy's got very little respect for things more powerful than himself. That's the kind of crazy you gotta respect, even if you don't approve.
Ah, Hunter. Just who I was hoping to see. I understand you've already been on the hunt with Blade, so you're aware of our unusual visitor on the grounds?
Yes, we encountered something Blade called the Barghest.
His instincts were correct. I believe it is indeed the Barghest, or someone's attempt at creating a facsimile of one.
Is the Abbey in danger?
Not unless we provoke it. However, it seems to harness a dark magic similar to what courses through the barrier. I need you to track this Barghest, capture it, and bring it to me here in the forge. But please, don't kill it. It's my hope that I can find a way to use its magics to break through the barrier to the lab.
After battling Hydra agents and Fallen, tracking a pup on the Abbey grounds sounds like a vacation.
Do not let your guard down, Hunter. As I said, it's no ordinary dog, but a demonic entity. I suggest you bring Blade and Wolverine with you. I believe the portal will soon be at its apex. I'll do my best to keep it stable until you can cross. I'll see you there, Hunter. Track the beast quickly. Time is of the essence. Dark forces from 1,000 worlds just saw the Parchment of Power. There goes our element of surprise. Now more than ever, we must destroy the Parchment of Power as soon as possible. Thanks, Hunter.
I guess Johnny Blaze didn't get the don't read from the evil Grimoire. In Blaze's defense, Strange does send out a lot of memos. He could have set up shop at my place in the city.
I've come to know a variety. I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter.
Wow, Blaze didn't hesitate to read. Is that Latin? Mine's rusty. Also, did old Skullhead just damn us?
It was disturbingly random.
What have you got for me, boss?
An undeniable essence of power.
Johnny Blaze didn't get the don't read from the evil Grimoire. Blaze's defense, Strange does send out a lot of memos. Wow, Blaze didn't hesitate to read. Was that Latin? Mine's rusty. Also, did old Skullhead just damn us?
Now more than ever, we must destroy the Parchment of Power as soon as possible.
Johnny Blaze put us all in danger. I don't trust soldiers who are that impulsive. The Parchment of Power is not to be trifled with. Am I the only one who listened to Caretaker and Strange?
Dark forces from 1,000 worlds just saw the Parchment of Power. There goes our element of surprise. Disturbingly reckless of Johnny Blaze to read that page. No single spell in the Darkhold comes without price.
We don't know the forces we're meddling with. We might as well have emailed our location directly to Hydra.
I wish my phone could summon fiery partitions. I wonder if there's a spell for that.
The Parchment of Power's ability to conjure walls of fire is, as Stark would say, a feature, not a bug. Strange also said don't read the Parchment of Power. A lot of times.
Stay on your toes, Hunter. Never seen a book create a wall of hellfire before? Rookie. Johnny read from the big bad book. That's a very Johnny Blaze thing to do.
Blaze really screwed us over on this one. He sets up a supernatural beacon saying, "We have the Parchment of Power here."
Blaze tempts fate all the time. Guy's got very little respect for things more powerful than himself. That's the kind of crazy you gotta respect, even if you don't approve.
No Darkhold page is to be taken lightly, especially not the Parchment of Power. Johnny's a damn good ghostwriter, but he sucks at following simple instructions.
Stay on your toes.
Hunter, good to see you.
No point in hiding it, Hunter. I already got a whiff of that demon dog you're after. Blade said it gave you two the slip the other night. I want in on the next run.
Perhaps that is what our hunt is missing. Your positive attitude.
Me? Positive? That's a new one. But I am curious about this mystery dog of yours.
This supernatural beast roaming the Abbey grounds has proven difficult to track. It only seems to appear at night. Still, Strange thinks it may be critical to breaking through the barrier.
Blade's no slouch, and I've seen you in action. This thing must be the real deal if it's giving you trouble.
It is a Barghest. It resembles a hound, but it is not. It is a spectral omen of death.
I thought I smelled a weird doggy odor out by your old crypt. I chalked it up to the side effects of your resurrection.
I do not smell like a dog, thank you very much.
I'm just busting your chops. You smell a lot worse than a dog.
This beast is vitally important. You say you picked up the scent near Hunter's Folly?
Yeah, that's right. If I went back there, I could probably pick it up. No sweat. So, I'll meet you there?
Did you just invite yourself along?
Bet your ass I did. I'll see you at the Folly tonight. See you at Hunter's Folly.
Stepped in some of Charlie's left-behinds. Is this visit business or pleasure?
We have work to do.
Then let's not waste any more time. What's going on?
I spoke with Strange. He believes the Barghest is more important than we originally understood. I also talked with Wolverine. I know it was not easy for you to admit that we lost the creature.
I'll get over it once we capture that damn thing.
You will have your chance. The doctor feels it is imperative that we capture the creature as soon as possible for his research.
When is it ever not imperative with these guys?
Wolverine has agreed to join us. I assume you have no issue there.
The more the merrier. We should start up at Hunter's Folly. That's the last place I saw this thing's tracks.
Wolverine also smelled something in that area, so it is agreed.
Then I'll see you tonight at the Folly.
All right, Blade. Don't jerk me around. What do you really know about this demon dog stuck in the woods out there?
Figured you'd pick up the scent sooner or later. But it's not just another shadow hound. There's something off about this thing.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
We tracked it across the grounds, almost had it too, until it escaped through a big red portal.
The dog opened a portal?
Someone did, and it wasn't magic. Strange suspects Hydra.
Hydra experimenting on their own recruits is one thing, but animals? That just pisses me off.
I'm with you on that.
Something smells of shadows and mud. Ain't gonna go easy.
All right then.
There are gonna be consequences for Blaze reading from the Parchment of Power. There are always gonna be consequences.
Just saying, Abby could use a cat to counter Charlie's big dog energy.
I haven't spelled anything.
Grizzly old biker dudes. They just do whatever they want. Oh, might as well have handed the page over to Lilith. Well, if anyone was wondering what happens when the good guys use the evil book, Johnny Blaze has you covered.
I've been texting with MJ a lot lately.
I don't want to waste your time, so I'll be direct. I overheard you, Nico, and Magic talking in the chapel last night. I hope you three are not planning another foolish excursion to rescue you-know-who.
Nico and Magic care for Wanda deeply. So deeply they are having a hard time letting her go.
Hunter, I need you to be straight with me. Are they planning another attempt to save her? Yes or no?
Nico did not want me to tell you, but yes. Yes, they are.
I knew it. What half-brained scheme is she planning now?
She thinks she has a spell to remove corruption.
She what? Unbelievable. If she doesn't get herself killed, she will surely take down whoever helps her. Thank you for telling me. I will speak to her as soon as we're done here. In the meantime, is there anything else you'd like to know? Or tell me?
Why did you keep the Parchment's location a secret from us?
Are we on that again?
We are.
Remember the wall of fire spectacle Blaze caused?
You mean the wall of fire that engulfed the Solus?
That was the result of Blaze reading the parchment, which is why I kept it away from this abbey. I care too much about the Sons to expose them to that kind of danger. So, I gave it to Blaze. It wasn't to deceive the team. It was to protect them.
Blaze seems like a tarnished enough soul to handle something like the page.
My reasoning exactly. Now, is there anything else?
What if we remove the corruption somehow?
You already know the answer to that. which is why I suspect you just told me of Nico's plan. It's impossible.
I have a favor to ask.
Oh?
When you talk to Nico and Magic, please go easy on them. They mean well.
I know. I just can't have them continue to endanger themselves or anyone else over this.
Just be gentle. They are still grieving their friend.
I'll take that into consideration.
Now that we know where the page is, it will not be long until Lilith finds it.
No doubt.
Have you considered Lilith does not have a choice in the matter?
What do you mean?
She sold her soul to Chthon, right?
For unlimited power, yes.
But does that not mean she is compelled to serve him, even if she does not want to?
What? Are you actually feeling sorry for her? Because she made her choices long ago.
No, I absolutely do not pity her. I was just curious.
Good, because you were scaring me there for a second. It was her decision to sell her soul to an evil elder god. She knew what she was doing.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
We'll talk more later. Oh, Hunter. Thanks for your honesty today. Regardless of what Mr. Stark thinks, the meal table was guiding our hand reliably for centuries before the advent of computers. Always on the hunt, right?
If anyone is going to blow up the Abbey, it should be one of us midnight sons. Don't get me wrong, I don't want it to come to that at all. All my stuff that's not in limbo is here. But it would be cool to see Robbie do donuts on the lawn. Mostly to see the look on Caretaker's face.
I didn't understand a word he said when he read those pages. Latin wasn't my best subject. Was it Latin? Didn't Chthon write it at the dawn of time, which, according to my knowledge, seems like it was before Latin was invented?
It's not you, Hunter.
What is this?
Something's gotten her all riled up on her. Maybe it's just a squirrel. Or the fact that she's happy we brought you back from the dead. Either way, you must teach her to stop barking. This isn't the first team I led. The Runaways were. We were a family.